Next point that Mike made to us, the thing that I took out of this as being absolutely critical, was that in order to be a superstar, we need to be great presenters. And he came up with, I don't know, there was like 18 or 19 points in that. Well, I boiled it down to less than that. So let's start with this, all right? What makes a great presenter great? Number one, they speak with authority. They speak with authority. They believe in what they're saying. They have conviction. But how do you do that? They speak with authority and they have conviction. That's great, Mike. But how do you do that? How do you get under the line and make sure that happens? So I wrote this down. They know what to say and how to say it, so they know their scripts cold. They can get up there like Mike Ferry did, and after 20 or 30 minutes of reviewing his script, was able to do the listing presentation pretty darn good. A little bit of polish. How well do you know your script and dialogue? I wrote down here, they know their inventory. They know their inventory. You know, there's something that's going on out there. I don't know when it changed. It wasn't how I was trained in real estate. It's not what I try to train you, but it's a phenomenon that's going on. There's two of them. One is real estate agents don't have to present their offer to the client. I don't know when that changed. That's a horrible thing. Okay, that's not something that we can necessarily change because it's kind of ingrained in the business today. But I think when you're face-to-face with a client and you make your presentation, you can make a pretty compelling argument and usually get a deal together. But the second thing, which is just ridiculous, and you can change it today, agents actually show houses, buyers agents show houses without seeing the house. Did you know that? Never do that again. Write that down. Write that down. You want to change your business immediately when you're working with a buyer. Those of you that do work with buyers, never, ever, 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 ever again. Never, 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 ever again. Show a piece of property without previewing it first. Don't do that. You will change the whole presentation. How can you go show a piece of property without knowing what it looks like? How can you do that? The client knows it. The client immediately knows you don't know what you're doing when that happens. Immediately. We went to a car dealership this weekend to go look at some cars because our lease is up on Debbie's car. So we walk on the lot, and this is big dealership down in Orange County, supposed to know everything, all the salespeople there are really cool, etc., etc. We're looking for a particular car, not a particular color, but a particular model, the ML with the, for the grandkids, stuff like that. We walk on the lot, shake the hand, the guy's really nice, got a great smile, looks the part, etc., etc. So we say, okay, well, we're looking for this ML this year, the end of this model year. And he had to think about it, and then he starts walking us. And we're walking, I mean, this is acres of cars. And we're walking. It's hot. You don't walk around with my wife in a hot day, okay? This is not. And he says, well, I think we have one. Well, first of all, what do you mean you think you have one? You know your inventory, or you don't know your inventory. You've got it, or you don't have it. It's available, or it's not available. Don't walk me around the lot. I mean, I almost never push away a salesman immediately. This guy I couldn't get, we ran away from this guy. We ran away from this guy. But you know immediately he doesn't know the inventory. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's happening on his own lot. Okay? There's only a dozen models. You either know what's available or you don't know what's available. You have houses out there. Don't ever show a house again without previewing the property. The client knows immediately. You want to look like a professional in the client's client's mind, their eyes, then you need to have previewed the property. Also, what's another benefit of previewing the property?
Knowing your market.
You know the inventory. You know the inventory when you go on a listing presentation and the client says to you, yes, but his house, you can say, yeah, you're right. I saw his house. And it really is. It's not as nice outside. You're right. But I don't know if you've seen what's going on inside. It's a palace inside. And quite frankly, Mr. Jones, you still have the original green shag carpet from 1970. Okay? You can't have that conversation unless you preview property. So you need to know your inventory. I wrote down here, you need to support your presentation with facts, figures, and numbers. You've got to learn what's going on in the marketplace. You need to know what's sold, what's pending, what's available, what's going on in your marketplace. I wrote down here, you need to practice all the time. Karen Bernardi makes $2 million a year and still role plays 3 times a week. Okay? So, should we listen to her or not?
Yes.
We should. Neil Weichel, same thing. 2-3 times a week. Tony Smith, 2-3 times a week. These guys are making $1 million a year selling hundreds of houses. And we don't have time to practice? Who are we trying to kid? I wrote down here, our personal appearance must match our presentation style. Okay? Our personal appearance must match our presentation. Okay? Guys, polish your shoes. Polish your shoes, guys. Women, first thing they look at in guys is the shoes. If your shoes are polished, cool. If they're not, they know. Girls, am I right?
Sure.
Uh-huh. First thing you guys look at, what's going on with the shoes? And then the fingernails. I know. Guys, don't bite your fingernails. But the other thing is the fingernails. Pay attention to this stuff. Look nice. You know, you don't have to spend $5,000 a suit. You don't need Baroni, yeah. I can't even pronounce it. Brioni, thank you. You don't need that. You know, Nordstrom's has great suits. Nordstrom's racks, great suits. You don't need to do that. Ladies, same thing. By the way, pictures on cards. First of all, I'm going to suggest you all get rid of your pictures on your cards. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Ask me.
Why?
Okay. Because you don't change them.
What?
You don't change them. Okay? So I'm looking at pictures on cards of people, that's not the same person. And then, not so much guys. Guys don't change their hair color usually too often. All right? Or change their hairstyle. But women, they're changing their hairstyle and color all the time. So you've got short hair in this picture, and now you got long hair over here. Or you got long hair in this picture, and now you show up as short hair. And people take a double take. Don't just get the picture off the card. All right? You can start putting your pictures back on the card when the neurosurgeons have pictures on their cards. Okay? No, nobody else has pictures on their cards, but real estate agents and some insurance people. Do you notice that? There's a reason. Don't do this. It's not worth. Karen Bernardi, would you agree? Very pretty.
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys pick up her business card? There's no picture of Karen Bernardi. Okay. In fact, there's not a lot of stuff on that that says number one this, number one this, number one this. She shouldn't do that. She's a Bernardi team. You know, something about we can sell your house. That's it. We have all these things. We have this picture. We have, I look here. I look this way. I look that way. How do I look? Look. You know? It's ridiculous. Come on, you guys. Stop doing that. Okay, I wrote down here, stick with the business during the presentation. It's all about them. It's not about you in the presentation. It's all about them. It's not about you.